but they didn't have the budget for those things. So this school teacher created DonorsChoose.org, which is a website that makes it easy for anyone to support you, teachers, and students in the classrooms. Public school teachers from across the country can go and request supplies they need for their students to learn, and then donors can browse those requests and fund the ones that inspire them. Just to give you a sense of our scope, half of public schools across the country have at least one teacher using our site and requesting materials, and then we have over 1 million supporters who've supported classroom projects. So on May 20th, that afternoon, we started to hear stories on the news about an amazing group of teachers in Moore, Oklahoma, who were going above and beyond to help their students in crisis. We started working immediately because we started hearing right away from our group of supporters that they wanted to help these teachers in Moore. A lot of our supporters think of us as the organization that does emergency response for public schools. So we created an emergency response fund designed to refill your classrooms with everything you need that you lost. And the next morning, the morning of May 22nd, donations started to pour in. We immediately tried to get here as fast as we can to help you with your classroom needs. This summer, Debbie Guardino, our amazing teacher ambassador from Chesapeake, Virginia, who's sitting up here in the front row, and one of my colleagues came here and sat with many of you, helping kind of assess your classroom needs and create project requests on DonorsChoose.org. This is not the first time we've come to the aid of teachers after tornadoes. 2 years ago in Joplin, Missouri, we were able to support and replace classroom supplies for all of the teachers who lost their classrooms. And this time and more, we had 3 teachers from Joplin pay it forward and come here and work with you to create your classroom requests on DonorsChoose.org. And even for those of you that weren't in the direct path of the tornado, we understand that this affected your entire community. So I wanted to make sure to say that to every one of you teachers, that we're here to support you all, and we're so fortunate to be able to be here. We have already funded hundreds of classroom project requests, and I wanted to just name a couple so you could get a sense of the creativity that's going on in your school district as you're rebuilding. We've sent new classroom furniture to Mrs. Marinelli at Plaza Towers, now Oakland, laptops to complete research projects for Mrs. Wiggs at Highland East, Common Core math resources for Ms. Walker at Southgate Rigto, drumline instruments for Mr. Parr at Moore High, electricity kits for Mrs. Putt at Apple Creek Elementary, iPads for Mrs. Batty at Briarwood Elementary, read-along books for Mrs. Dilbeck at Heritage Trails, and electrical circuit kits for Mrs. Mackey's 6th graders at Fairview, and many, many more. I wanted to make sure, I'm kind of here representing, in addition to DonorsChoose.org, our donors who care so much about you and your recovery, that I wanted to read 3 really quick messages they left for your classrooms as they made donations. BJ from Maine said, "May you find peace and love in this coming year as you all lean on each other to overcome this horrible incident." Marianne from Texas said, "I hope this donation helps you rebuild your classroom and create a new space for your students to learn and grow. God bless you as you forge a new path." And Mary from Massachusetts said, "As a kindergarten teacher in Boston, I can't even begin to imagine how difficult it was to lose everything in your classroom. I hope that you get everything you need and will keep your health in my prayers." So I wanted to share the total amount that DonorsChoose.org has been able to raise that will go directly to your classrooms. As of 10 p.m. last night when I checked, 4,081 individuals from across the country and numerous corporations have donated $942,000 to our classrooms. don't even want to say thank you because it's really thank you for what you're doing. So just one final thing in closing. If I could leave you with one message today, it's that DonorsChoose.org is in this for the long haul for you guys. We're not just here for you today, we're not just here for you next week, next month, next school year, but we'll be here for many, many school years to come. Our donors are still funding projects for teachers in Joplin, Missouri. In the last 2 years, they funded several $1 million worth of classroom resources, and they're going to continue to fund yours. We understand that what you've gone through is not just going to go away overnight, and that you're going to have many different classroom needs in years to come. So we're so excited to be a part of your recovery, and thank you so much for allowing us to be here.